Hello everyone, long time no see. I think it has been almost a month or a little over a month now since the last time you guys have seen my gorgeous face, and to that I have to say I am sorry, but it is not without reason. I had a lot going on about 2 weeks ago, and the 2 weeks before that I was super busy. Something basically just happened in my life and I needed to take a little step away from YouTube and a step away from focusing on YouTube, and I've been working 2 other jobs as well, so I've just been really busy. There's been a lot on my mind and I've kind of been a little bit crashing out, I would say. So I'm sorry for my hiatus, but I promise you I am working through my stuff and everything is going okay. But I am very excited for today's video. As you saw from the title, we are doing part 4 of rating my subscribers' outfits. And let me just say, I think every single part I do, your guys' outfits get better and better. And I am so excited to show you guys what you guys have been wearing. Basically, if you don't know how these videos work, I post on my Instagram story when I'm starting to accept photos for rating my subscribers' outfits. So if you're not following my Instagram, make sure to do that in the description below, because that's how you'll see when I'm posting another one of these videos. But then on the day of recording, I accumulate all the photos that you guys have sent me from when I started accepting them, and I put them together in a video like this, and I go through all of the photos of your guys' best outfits, because everybody sends me like 3 to 10 outfits, so I tend to pick my absolute favorites from your guys' outfits to show your best foot forward. And then I'll give you guys a rating on your outfit out of 10, and then tell you guys what I may or may not change about your outfits. You can always take or leave my advice. I never know what your guys' intentions are with the outfit. If I maybe critique something that I don't necessarily love, but you guys were really intentional in actually including that feature in your outfit, then don't take my advice on that. Just take what you want to take and leave what you want to leave, because everybody's taste is different. And if you stay to the end of the video, you're going to get a little surprise, and we have a very exciting new video series coming up that you guys are going to be involved in. So make sure to stay tuned till the end. Before we get started though, I just want to let you guys know how my rating system works. So 0 is terrible, 5 is neutral, not really any good, not really any bad feelings, just like normal. It's usually what casual and not super exciting outfits would be deemed by me. And then 10 is like, oh my god, absolutely nothing I would change. I think this outfit is perfect and you nailed it. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is the first outfit we got. Now this is a super chill casual outfit. I would give it probably like a 6.5, but I really like the jacket he chose. I love me a good Carhartt jacket, and my personal favorite are the ones that cinch in at the bottom like his does. I also really like the wash of the denim, and I think that Converse are really cute and kind of add a little bit of a retro feel. There's honestly nothing I would change about this outfit. It's super chill. Maybe adding like a beanie or a baseball cap to add another point of interest would be good, but other than that, I think this is great. Actually, just to point out, this guy also sent me this photo, which he appears to be wearing the exact same outfit but with a hat, and I think that this definitely steps it up a little bit. I would give this one like a 7.5. Next we have this outfit. I love this. This style of like loafer is so cool to me. This like brown, I just love it. I think though, if you were to swap out this t-shirt for like a ringer tee, I think that would look sick, just because the shoes and everything, it gives a little bit of a more, like I said earlier, retro feel, and I really like that. With that change, I would give this like an 8 or 8.5 out of 10, just because I'm a sucker for those vintage ringer tees. But without the change, it's still really casual. The shoes and jeans are sick, but I'm just not a huge fan of the t-shirt, so I'd give it like maybe a 6. Next we have this outfit. Now sometimes these outfits, I feel like my rating changes based on the background or the photo, which I'm really trying not to do. Like, I'm trying not to let the photo influence my rating, but I don't know why. I just love the look of you reading like the newspaper and stuff like that. I feel like your like vibe that you exude in a lot of your outfits has a little bit of a more retro feel. Specifically this one though, because of I think the newspaper, but I really like this. I think if you swapped out your sunglasses for something a little bit more of a unique shape or color, that would be really sick. I think that having fun with your sunglasses is so good. I would give this fit like an 8.5. I really like this one. It's probably my favorite that you sent in. Anyway, here's this guy's first outfit. I will say, for somebody who's just getting into style, you definitely seem to be really comfortable in the clothes that you're wearing, which is fantastic. And I know you said it's hard to layer, but keep in mind you can always do light layering. But if layering is really something you don't want to do, experimenting with jewelry and accessories is also a really great option. So maybe adding like a few different bracelets or a few different rings. So adding something like accessories like a few rings or a few bracelets can be a really easy way way and subtle way to add a lot more texture and detail and layer to your outfits without actually having to layer. I would say maybe switching your shoes to a sort of loafer or low top boot would be really, really cool and would add a lot to your outfit and kind of upscale it a little bit. As is, I would probably give your outfit a 6 out of 10, but if you were to change maybe a layer and add like a boot or something like that, I would give it more like an 8 out of 10.
All right, you guys, I'm just editing this video that you guys are watching right now, and I realized I need to tell you guys about the sponsor of today's video, which is ours. As you guys know, fall is coming up, so that means it is going to be time for hoodies and warm wear. I don't really have any sweat sets or anything like that I actually feel comfortable leaving my house in, because I feel like no matter what, I always just don't look put together. But thanks to ours, now I have the cutest sweatsuit that I can actually wear out and about in the fall and look really cute and really put together. I'm not gonna be able to show you guys too much of the fit because, like, full disclosure, I went on an overnighter hike a few days ago that actually kicked my ass, and I'm not even joking. I like hurts to stand. Like, I've been sitting 99% of today. But just to show you guys a quick little glimpse of the sweat set, we have the literal most perfect fitting hoodie I've ever seen in my life. It's boxy, but it crops at the exact right length. And I'm not gonna put the hood on right now because I have my hair in a bun. But when I tell you, it actually has a big hood that will fit your head and not like stretch over your neck, if that makes sense. And with this sweat set, I actually have matching sweat shorts, which I really, really like because sometimes I feel like sweat pants look a little bit too casual, and also ignore my cat right here. And I feel like sweat shorts, you can actually see your shoes a little bit better and you can have a little bit more fun with your outfit. Ours has lots of different hoodies, crew necks, baggy sweats, sweat shorts, tees. They've also got selvage denim sets, which is amazing. Workwear sets, denim with rhinestone detailing, and mohair sweaters, which I think are so cool. I love anything mohair. And right now, if you guys wanted to buy 3 things from their blanks collection, you're gonna get 30% off, which is so sick. I love their sweats because they're 100% cotton and there's so many different colorways, but I really wanted a black hoodie because I didn't have anything super simple that would go with everything in my wardrobe. But thank you again, Ours, for this amazing sweatsuit. Make sure to follow them on Instagram and go check out their website if you haven't already. This is the most comfortable, soft sweatsuit I have ever worn in my life, and I am so excited to wear all of this fall. Anyway, back to your outfits.
Next up, we've got this outfit, and already I'm liking this one a little bit better than the last one, specifically because you just simply rolling up your sleeves and the cutoff of the button up you have in this one is a lot better. I really, really like this one. With your sleeves rolled up, that already adds a little bit more texture. And I know you're not wearing shoes in this, but please ignore that. But if you were to add like some maybe boots, a belt, and some rings, bam, you've got like an 8.5 out of 10 outfit right there. As is, if you were wearing shoes, I would give it like a 7 out of 10 just because I really am liking the way these are fitting and the color coordination is also very good. All right, next up, we've got this outfit. First of all, these jeans are fitting perfectly, okay? Perfectly. This is like the ideal bagginess for baggy jeans. I also will say I'm a sucker for Adidas shoes right now. I've been really, really into the more like slim foot look, and I always love a crossbody bag. If you guys don't really feel like layering, but you feel like your outfit is just missing something, crossbody bags always add just a little bit of a detail to your outfit instead of just having one on the side or on one shoulder. I will say I'm not a huge fan of the long sleeve with the cap. I don't really know why. There just is a little bit of a disconnect for me. I would give this outfit definitely like a 7 out of 10 though. All right, next up, we've got this fit. I really, really like this outfit. I find that this outfit has been very similar to other outfits I've rated in these videos, and I've really been liking people wearing ties a lot recently. I think it's sick, and it's also a little bit more unique. I like the juxtaposition. Is that how you say that? Juxtaposition? Juxtaposition? Why am I not remembering that? I've definitely said that before. Anyway, I like the juxtaposition of wearing a tie with something that's a little bit more street style. I feel like if the long sleeve was maybe a cream color or one size bigger, I think that would match really, really well. I think that would match better just because the tie is so oversized and so are the jeans, and I feel like you could go the extra mile and make the long sleeve even more oversized. I would give this one probably like an 8 out of 10. All right, next up, we've got this one. I'm also really, really liking this one. I don't know how much of a fan I am of this specific style of leather jacket just as a whole, but I do love the oversized leather jacket look with this outfit. I think it's like very cohesive and it all goes together really, really well. There's not really anything specific I would change about this. I'd give this one probably like an 8 out of 10. All right, next we have this one. I love this one. Your simple outfits can be 10 out of 10s for sure. In my opinion, this is like a 9 or 10 out of 10. Actually, I'd probably say 9 just because everything about this eats, and I do love Birks. I have my own Birks. Birkenstocks are like an amazing shoe, and they do go with everything. They absolutely go with this outfit, but I just think wearing like a little bit more of like a slim shoe would go really, really well with this outfit. Okay, next we have this one. This guy ate it up in my last video, I will say that. He had some really, really unique outfits and some really interesting pieces. I loved this guy's fits, and he did not disappoint in this video. I love this jacket and these jeans so much. A lot of like millennials and up don't really understand the intrigue of pants with like paint splatter and wear and stuff like that. I feel like the way you're holding the jacket is kind of making it sit a little awkwardly, like it's kind of bubbling up a little bit, but if you were standing at like a normal arms by your side pose, I know it would sit perfectly. I'm like 99% sure this is a type 2 jacket. Fire. 10 out of 10. I love to see it. This is amazing. And same guy, sick pants. This guy has the most unique pieces, I'm telling you. If you are this guy, please comment down below where you be getting your stuff, and if you don't, I'm gonna DM you because I think your pieces are so unique. I love this. This is a really great example of a simple 10 out of 10. Everything about this outfit is beautifully cohesive. It's so good. Silhouettes are on point. Pants are sick. Just everything about it. Fantastic. All right, next up we've got this girl, and let me just say I had a few more girls than normal send me in photos, and I'm so happy about that. I love my ladies. Please subscribe to me. But anyway, this is a super nice, chill, beachy outfit. Everything on here like fits you perfectly. There's no complaints about that. The one thing I'd say is maybe switching your top for something that is a little bit more cohesive with the color palette you've got going on, because the other pieces have a little bit of a more softer look, and the harshness of a black or dark navy blue, I can't really tell, tank top is kind of making your eyes go straight to there, and it's hard for me to focus on the rest of your outfit. I think wearing like a simple white crop tank top with a really, really light, thin, and like open crocheted cardigan or something like that would make this beautiful and definitely step it up a little bit. I would give this one probably like a 6 out of 10 just because the top is kind of throwing me off. All right, next up we've got this one. This guy sent in so many outfits, and every single one of them was fire. I loved them all. I do have 2 small critiques with this one though that are just kind of me being a little extra picky. The shorts, I wish they were a little bit wider. I feel like they're a little bit too straight the whole way down, but it also could just be the angle, which I know people are like, girl, why do you want them to be wider? They're already baggy. I like wide shorts. And for jorts specifically, I like it when they sit at a really harsh angle instead of going straight down. But I also will say I don't love the pattern of the cheetah. I love cheetah print so much, but this specific cheetah print I don't really love. I don't like it when the color of like the base of the print is super, super light. I feel like it makes the pattern a little bit too aggressive and just not as like organic looking. Other than that though, you did really, really well with your accessories. It's not like too much or too little. It's just a good, it's a really good balance. I would give this one probably like a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. All right, next we have this one. Now this is what I'm talking about with like interesting accessories. This one is definitely standing out with like the tie and the belt, and then you've got the bandana on your head, and you've got black socks instead of white socks. Just everything in this outfit is a lot more intentional, and I love that. Honestly, I think a really big part of outfits and like something being appealing to the eye and something being fashionable is just understanding the intentionality behind each piece and looking like you cared enough about picking out each piece. I will say I think I'd opt for like a darker gray sock just because from what I can see, nothing else in your outfit is really that black. I would give this one probably like a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. All right, next we got this one. I love this one. I love when people find unique ways to wear layers, and this guy in the next few outfits you'll see did that very, very well. I think it's very you. You look very comfortable in it. You look confident. If I saw you on the street, I'd definitely be like, hey dude, your fit is eating. You do great with your accessories, honestly, and you wear them in such a way where I feel like not everyone would think to, so I think that's fantastic. I would give this one probably a 9 out of 10. All right, next we have this one. Love this one. I love it. This coat is so cool. I love this coat. I love everything about this fit. This fit to me is like a 9.5 out of 10. I love it. Fire. All right, next we've got this one. Beautiful. This outfit to me is the most like chic, effortless look, especially on guys. It's such like a classic and it looks beautiful every single time. This one also 10 out of 10. Next we got this one. Once again, fire. This one beautifully cohesive, fantastic, a really good like simple outfit, but each of the pieces once again looks very intentional. I love this because you can easily dress this up or dress this down. The base of the fit is so versatile, which is fantastic. There's not really too much to say about this one. I would definitely give this one like an 8.5 or 9. Next up we've got this one. I love it. Where did you get this bag? Because that is such a sick bag, and I love the red star. I love stars so much. Please comment down below where you got it. If you don't, I am going to find you in my DMs and ask you where you got it myself. All the colors are beautiful, so cohesive. I love the like browns, light blues, and like greens that you're using in your outfits. They're beautiful, and they're my favorite like genre of color, like a little bit of a more worn textured look to the material. I would give this one a 9 out of 10. All right, next up we've got this one. I love the layering. If I were you, I would maybe switch it to a black tank top and a white tank top instead of the t-shirt underneath the tank, just because the two blacks are clashing, and that is for some reason a pet peeve of mine. And I think it would look really cool if you had a little bit of like a white going on in this outfit. I think it would make the top half of your fit pop a lot more. I would give this one like a 7.5 out of 10. Next we have this one. So cute and so fun. I love the color story in this one and the layering. You're honestly eating. I love the shoes. Everything about this fit is so sick. I would give this one like an 8 out of 10. I really like how much personality there is in it, and I love that your phone case even matches it. Just everything about it is so like cute and fun. Next we've got this one. This is such a good like basic fit. At its core, it's just pants, a belt, and a top, but you picked pieces that are just so much more eye-catching than the regulars of those. There's not really much to say about this fit because I can't really see that many accessories or your shoes or anything like that, so I'd give this one a 7 out of 10. Next up we've got this fit. This is so like simple granola girl cute. I really like this. I will say this girl specifically had like hairstyles that even matched her outfits so well. Whenever I match my hair to my outfit or actually do something to style it instead of just leaving it down like I did today, I am like, damn, why is it eating? Like, why does everything just look so much better? And it's because people don't realize your hair adds so much to your fit. There's honestly nothing I would change about this outfit too. It's a nice simple one. I would give it like a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. You look fantastic. Next up we have this one. This is my ideal camping morning outfit. Like, I love to wear a big baggy fleece like this. I love that you've got a t-shirt sticking out from it. The jorts fit you perfectly. This is like the perfect fit of shorts. Nothing could change about these shorts and make them better. Like, they are fitting you phenomenally. I imagine you might pair this with some like dark Birkenstocks or something like that, but I really like this. Just because you're not wearing shoes and there's nothing too crazy going on with this outfit, I would probably give it a 7.5 or 8 again. Also, side note, you guys, I want to apologize if I sound like I'm rushing. There's just a lot of outfits to get through, and my camera battery is running low. Sorry, I had to take a little bit of a break because my camera battery was about to die. So if there's any differences between this clip and the last one, that would be why. And I'm a little bit more zen now. The caffeine is kind of leaving my body a little bit, so I'm sorry if my energy is a little bit lower from now on. But anyway, next we've got this fit. I love the color palette in this fit, and I also really like how often you seem to be like layering t-shirts underneath your baggier clothing. I think it adds the perfect divider between the top and bottom half of your outfit. There's also not too much crazy things to say about this outfit, but I just really like it. It's perfectly cohesive. I would give this one an 8 out of 10. Next we've got this one, and I love everything about this except for the hat. I don't know if the hat perfectly matches the vibe, just because I feel like it brings a lot of attention to the top of your head instead of like the main part of your outfit. I feel like if you had a bigger, more oversized cardigan, it would kind of match a little bit more. I'm not really sure why I feel like that specifically would kind of change that in the fit, but I do think that that would fix it a little bit in terms of how harmonious it is. But other than that, I would give this fit probably like a 7 out of 10. I just don't like it as much as I love your other outfits. All right, next we've got this one. This is like a perfect silhouette for a comfortable day. The sweatpants are sitting perfectly on you. You've got like really cool comfy shoes, and you're adding a little bit more interest and layer to with the crossbody bag to your outfit. Honestly, everything fits perfectly, but it's just a super simple outfit, so for that I would give it a 6 out of 10. And next we've got this one. This one's a little bit more interesting than the last one. I like this one because it's just like the color palette in this one is perfect. Everything is really cohesive and nice. It's a really good like go-to outfit for like a chill day. I feel like adding a few more accessories would be really sick. I noticed you're not really wearing any rings or bracelets or necklaces, so if you wanted to add a little bit more individuality or a little bit more you-ness to your outfit, I would definitely try having a little bit more fun with the accessories and experimenting a little bit more to try and find your own personal style. But other than that, I would give this one a solid like 7.5 out of 10. It's really good go-to. There's nothing really to change. And next we've got this one. This one is a really good example of small tweaks that you can make to make your outfit more interesting. For example, the t-shirt having 2 different shades of green, and like the darker green is kind of framing the arms of your shirt. That adds a point of interest. And also the fact that your jeans are slightly folded over your shoes. I love that look. I think it adds so much to an outfit. I don't know why, but I feel like I can't even wear jeans or bottoms without rolling the bottom anymore. This one I would also kind of give a 7.5 out of 10 just because it's still really relaxed and chill, and there's nothing that screams screams you to me. All right, next we've got this one. Now this isn't a fit pick necessarily because it's kind of hard to tell exactly what you're wearing, but I will say I love the like chunky bow tie. I think it's so interesting and I haven't really seen anyone else do that. I think that looks sick, and the colors of like the navy blue with the more vibrant purple tone red is perfect and beautiful, and I love it so much. I love the shoes, I love the jorts. Everything about this fit is definitely very like you know what I mean? Like I can tell this is not necessarily an outfit that I would see on everybody or see everybody be able to pull off. I would give this one probably like a 7.5 out of 10. All right, next we've got this one. I will say I don't love the pants. I think they're giving a little bit too pants. I don't really know how to say this, but they're kind of giving a little bit too like trousery. I think that it would be fun if they were a denim or something with a more interesting silhouette that was maybe a little bit wider on the bottom. Sometimes when you're layering a lot on the top, like for instance, you have the baggy t-shirt and then the long sleeve underneath, it adds a lot of weight to the top of your body. So to balance that out, I would recommend getting something that's boot cut or a little bit of a more wide leg to kind of make your silhouette a little bit more harmonious. But specifically, I think something with a boot cut would match this outfit a lot better. I would give this one probably like a 6.5 out of 10 the way it is, just because I'm not loving the pants. All right, next we've got this one, and this isn't my personal style. However, I will say I can see your vision. You know what I mean? I think the only thing I would change about this outfit is wearing a vest that's a little bit shorter and maybe around the length of the tie. I just think the vest is a little bit too long, and this particular vest is kind of giving me like a little bit of a teacher vibe. I think if you were to maybe like shorten the vest a little bit, that would change it up, but I do like how the vest and the tie match in the color scheme. I would give this one probably like a 6.5. All right, next we've got this honorable mention. This is just this person basically showing me this sweater that they made, which I think is so sick, and I just wanted to show you guys because I think it's an adorable sweater. All right, next we've got this one. This guy ate with his fits. Everything I love. This particular outfit, I love the raw hem of the shirt. I am very particular with my raw hems, but raw hems like this where you can kind of see the fraying, I really, really like that. I also love that you rolled up your sleeves. I love when people do that. Top button being undone, also love that. The hat is super, super cute. I love the shoes. I love the fading on the pants. Everything about this I really like. I would give this one probably an 8.5 or honestly a 9. I just really like this top too. I think that this shirt fits you like perfectly and looks great. Okay, this is the next one. I love this one. The layering is perfection. I love that the red hat ties in with the red graphic that's slightly peeking through the sweater. This one is fantastic. I love this fit. The only thing I would change is the shoes kind of look like they might be for a different fit. I would maybe opt for some like black shoes or just something that's not as like warm and rich of a brown. I feel like that's kind of throwing it off. This outfit's got a lot of cool tones in it, but other than that, this is like perfect. I would give this one a 10 out of 10 honestly if you changed your shoes, but a 9 out of 10 as it is. All right, next we've got this one. The only thing I would change about this one is the sweater is quite soft material that's kind of falling a lot, which is completely fine and it still fits you really cool, but it's kind of like how I was previously mentioning, the weight of the top half of the outfit can kind of be an imbalance with the bottom half of the outfit. So I'd recommend getting pants that are a little bit more narrow at the top and a little bit wider at the bottom when you're pairing them with this specific sweater. I also think that the Solomons might not have been the best choice for this fit. I would maybe opt for loafers or boots to kind of match a little bit better, but I would give this one probably like a 6.5 out of 10 just because I've seen your other fits and I love those ones. All right, next we've got this fit. I really, really like this one. I love when people layer with collared shirts specifically because there's so much you can do. You can wear stuff underneath them, you can wear stuff over them. So I love the fact that he's got a little bit of the shirt poking out at the bottom and the collar poking out as well. This fit isn't too crazy. It's really simple. I would maybe switch out the sunglasses for ones that are a little bit more unique and maybe a brown to kind of tie in with the shoes. But I also really like the shoes. This outfit, there's nothing too crazy. I would probably give this one a 7 out of 10. All right, next we've got this one. I like this one a lot better than the last one, even though they're very similar. I'm not really sure exactly what the big difference is for me to like this one a lot more. I think that this top style on you is very flattering. I would maybe add like a necklace or two that's kind of like the length of this one, so not too tight but also not too loose, to kind of fill up that gap that your shirt leaves on your chest. And maybe I would add socks. I don't know why. I also will say a small detail that you can add to your outfit is fun socks. So like if you're wearing maybe pants that cover the socks fully and like sit on the top of your shoe, but then you sit down and the fun sock kind of pokes out, that's always very cool and very fun. I would give this one like an 8 out of 10. I still really like it. All right, next we've got this one, and this guy specifically sent in a lot of outfits with polos or basically shirts with like a few buttons and collars, so I can tell they're definitely part of his style. I will say something I also noticed about this fit in particular is that while it's all cohesive and it all goes together really well, the colors are very solid. And I think that with your specific style, it looks really good when you have clothing with a little bit more texture and depth. So for that, I mean, the t-shirts and long sleeves that you pick out, opt for maybe something that's a little bit sun faded or has a little bit more detail going on so that it's not like super solid and kind of blank, if that makes sense. And then the jeans, if they had a little bit of a more like fading or patina on them, I think that would also add a lot. Or even if your hat was a little bit more worn looking, I think that it adds a lot of character when your clothing looks loved. I would give this one like a 7 out of 10. All right, next we've got this one. I really like this vibe. It's giving like early 2000s, I think. Question mark? I don't know. I was born in 2004. The colors are great. Honestly, everything goes really well in this outfit. I also think the jeans are super fun. I like it when people experiment with the style. I would give this one like a 7.5 out of 10. All right, next we've got this one, and this one even has a little bit more character than the first one you sent in because the jeans do have a little bit of fading and the shirt has a little bit more rippling going on. It doesn't fit as like flat on your body. I really like this one. I would give this one like a 7.5 out of 10. All right, next we've got this one. Love this one. Love it. I would recommend maybe adding socks that are funky, just like I was recommending earlier for the previous guy. And I will say, like, honestly, everything about this outfit eats. Like, the color palette is fantastic. The fit of everything has such a chic slouchiness to it that looks very effortless. I adore this look. I adore everything about it. And honestly, the tattoos even add a lot to the outfit. I would give this one a 9.5 out of 10. Next, we've got this one. Pretty similar vibe, but just a little bit less loud, I guess. I still really like this one. There's honestly not too much to say about it. It's these types of outfits that I would say having tattoos honestly makes it, because it's perceived completely differently when you do have tats. I also love the simplicity of the jewelry you've got on, but you still have a few rings and stuff. It makes your outfit look worlds better. I'd give this one like a 7 because I think that the other one was a little bit more exciting. All right, next we've got this diva. Now, I actually met this girl. She was in one of my recent Rating My Subscribers Fits video, and she had like one of my favorite outfits in the whole video, and she was so sweet. And she came into a store that I work at, and I was like, hey baddie, hey diva, and she was so nice and I loved her, and she ate once again. I really like this outfit. It's so cute. I would maybe unbutton like another button on the bottom of the top just so that you have a little bit more peeking through and so that the silhouette kind of matches the vibe a little bit more. But other than that, matching the scarf with the boots is perfect. They're like the exact same shades of brown, which is phenomenal. And I might honestly unbutton like one of the top buttons too if you wanted to have some jewelry peeking out, because I feel like accessorizing with this outfit would be really, really fun. I'd give this one like a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. All right, next we've got this one. This is like the perfect, reliable fall or winter fit. This is so comfortable, but it actually like looks so fun because you've got like the cute little messy bun, cute little hair clips, accessories with your earrings. And I also love that you're wearing this scarf again. Wearing scarves in so many different ways is so fun. Like, people experiment with skinny scarves. Skinny scarves are so easy to use in so many different ways. I would probably give this one like a 7.5 out of 10 just because your other outfits excite me a little bit more. All right, next we got this one, and this one I really, really like. There's honestly nothing I would change about this outfit. I love the layering you have going on, and the dress is so cute. I would give this outfit probably a 9 out of 10. I really, really like it. All right, next we've got this outfit, and there's only one thing that I would change about this, and that's just that I don't know if it's because the backpack is on, because sometimes the backpack can kind of like warp the way your jacket is fitting you, but I think that if your shoulders had a little bit more of a boxiness going on instead of fitting tight to your shoulders, it would make the silhouette a little bit better for this outfit. But other than that, I love the jacket in terms of like the patina and everything, and I love that you've got like the tie and the button up with the sleeves kind of poking out at the end of the jacket. Pants fit you perfectly, and the shoes are also sick. But yeah, honestly, other than that, you're layering 8. This is just like a really good elevated casual fit. I would give this one probably like a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. All right, next we have this one. Now, it's kind of like a hard to see photo. I feel like it's probably a screenshot from a video or something, but I really, really like this button up. It fits you perfectly. The sleeve length and length of the top in general is like perfect. I love the silhouette of the pants. Everything is eating. I don't know what shoes you paired with this. I'd probably pair like loafers or some sort of boot. I would give this one probably an 8 out of 10. All right, next we have this one. I love this one. This one, in my eyes, 10 out of 10. I might like, actually, you already did. I was gonna say I might roll up the sleeves. You literally did that. Once again, a beautifully effortless and chic fit for a guy. Fantastic. Everything fits you beautifully. The flowiness of the shirt and the pants is so cohesive. The pop of red in the shoes is perfect. I love the green in the bag. All of the colors are phenomenal. You actually ate this down so hard, and you're wearing sunglasses that are a little bit more interesting because they've got like a cool tint to them. 10 out of 10, hands down. It's just like so satisfying to look at too. All right, next we have this fit. Now I know this picture is kind of like wild in the sense that it was taken like at 2 a.m. I literally said to this guy, I was like, that picture, like, it's fire. Like, I love the vibes. And he was like, thanks. It was taken at like 3 a.m. after a Gilmore Girls marathon or something. It looks like it was taken on a digicam in like 2007 or something like that. I fuck with this heavy. I love this. The vibe of where the picture was taken to like adds a lot to it. I fuck with the sunnies. The buzz cut adds so much to the outfit. I love the look of like an early 2000s, almost like Channing Tatum imitating a high schooler type fit. I fuck with this a lot. I would give this one a 9 out of 10. All right, next we've got this outfit. This is like a really good academia vibe outfit. I would definitely picture this person in like a bookstore. I also really like the colors you've got going on. I would maybe recommend getting bottoms with a more distinct silhouette because right now they kind of just look like regular straight leg trousers. I would maybe get something that was like boot cut or just had something with a little bit of a bigger point of interest going on with the bottoms, and maybe adding a belt that you kind of think ties in with the shoes a little bit more. But other than that, it's a good simple fit. I would give this one probably like a 6.5 out of 10. All right, next we've got this one. This one is kind of hard to see because of like the lighting and the reflection, but from what I can see, the color scheme is really nice. I can't exactly tell what pants you're wearing. I would personally pair this with some sort of baggy jeans with like a like green or yellowy tinge to them with a good fading going on in the front, but the hat is matching the sweater perfectly. I would probably give this one like a 7.5 out of 10. Next we have this one. I really like this one. I love the white cap with the white pants, and the sweater looks sick as well as the crossbody bag. I also feel like the second somebody is on a skateboard, I think that they're cooler and I like their fits even more. I love the slouchiness. I love the bagginess. I think everything fits you exactly how it's supposed to in an outfit like this. I would give this one probably an 8.5 out of 10. All right, next we've got this one. 8. Absolutely 8 down. I love the way that you're wearing this jacket with the bottom 2 buttons. I really fuck with this. The silhouettes of everything is phenomenal. I am a little bit biased because I don't love this shade of pant ever. It's just like not my favorite, but I will say it does go with the outfit that you're wearing, so it's cohesive still. It's just not my personal favorite. I would give this one probably an 8 out of 10. All right, next we've got this one. I love the t-shirt and the long sleeve. I think that layering a t-shirt and long sleeve is perfect, and it always looks good. It's just, once again, I'm not loving the pants with it. I think that you should wear a darker pant with this outfit, like a medium to dark wash denim. I think would make this outfit a lot better. I think that the hat and the shoes being the only super dark thing in the outfit is kind of throwing off the balance a little bit. I would maybe wear some dark wash patina denim instead. If you were to make that change, I would give this more an 8 or 8.5, but without the change, I would give it a 7. All right, next we've got this one. Adore the color palette in this one as well. I also love these shoes. I'm pretty sure these are called mules. I love mules so much, and everything about this outfit is honestly perfect. It's very cohesive. It looks really good. I will say if the mules had a little bit of a more cool tone, it would match the outfit a little bit better, but I still love it. I would give this one probably an 8.5 out of 10. All right, next we've got this fit. I quite like this outfit. I think that the color palette, which by the way, I keep saying color palette in this whole video, but you guys have just been really devouring the color palettes in this video, so it's like not my fault. You guys should have done bad color palettes if you didn't want me to acknowledge the great color palettes. The only thing I would change about this outfit is the jeans. I am very biased. A lot of people think, they're like, oh my god, you only like baggy jeans because it's trendy. I have loved baggy jeans my entire life. I will always honestly point people in the direction of wearing like boot cut or wide leg. I just think it always makes the silhouette of the outfit so much better. I also just think that the top half of the jeans is quite baggy and the bottom half is kind of just like sitting there, so it's making the jeans look a little bit imbalanced. So having jeans that are a little bit tighter on the thigh and giving a little bit more of a boot cut would definitely balance out that part in general. I would give this one probably like a 6.5 or 7 out of 10, but with that change, I think it would honestly make your outfit look a lot more intentional, and I would give it probably an 8.5. All right, next we've got this one. Something I might be noticing with your outfits in particular, and I'm not 100% sure because you are still wearing baggier, oversized clothing. I think you may have a short torso and longer legs, which I have as well. Just to kind of give you guys some pointers, if you do have a short torso as a guy or a girl, if you are wanting to kind of balance that out, which you don't have to, but if you are wanting to, wearing a shirt that is a little bit longer and trying to opt for lower waisted pants, kind of as low waisted as you can comfortably get away with, it will balance balance out your proportions a lot. So that's something I might be noticing in your outfits, but also the previous outfit, I couldn't necessarily see where your jeans were stopping. But in this one, I'm noticing you have quite long legs, so I just wanted to kind of point that out. But I do really, really like these shorts with the sweater. I think if the shorts were like maybe an inch or two longer, it would help balance out that proportion. But other than that, there's not really anything I would change. It's just like a really good, comfortable, classic outfit. I'd give this one probably like a 6.5 out of 10. All right, next we've got this fit. I think that this t-shirt and this long sleeve combo is perfection. The way that they're fitting is phenomenal. The fact that your t-shirt is cropped at just the right length to show the long sleeve the amount that it's shown is beautiful. I love the hat. I love the accessories so much, and the fit of the pants is perfect. Everything is sitting phenomenally. I would maybe opt for pants with a little bit of a louder patina so that you can kind of see a little bit more texture in them, but other than that, I think this fit is sick. I would give this one like an 8.5 or 9. All right, next we've got this fit. I'm pretty sure I saw your TikTok in these and complimented them, and I also really, really love the color of the jeans with the color of the top. That is a beautiful match. I would maybe grab like a crossbody kind of like off-white colored bag to kind of add a little bit of another point of interest. I'd give this one probably like a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. All right, next we've got this one. We've got a lot of outfits with like a tie button up and then an oversized jacket, and I really, really like that. The one thing I don't like is I don't think that the top half of your outfit should be paired with cargo pants. I think that this specific style of like top part of your outfit should be paired with jeans that are boot cut and boots. I think that that always ties this specific type of outfit in best. If you did make that change, I would give this more like an 8.5 out of 10, but the cargo pants are kind of throwing me off a little bit, so for that I would give them like a 6.5. All right, next we got this outfit. Love this look so much. Proportions are eating. I also just don't love cargo pants in general, so that kind of always knocks a few points off in my head, but everything is very cohesive in this outfit, and the cargo pants do match the outfit vibe really, really well. The wife pleaser top you've got going on is like the perfect neckline to pair with a button up, and the fact that you have a chain is also really good because it kind of adds a little bit to that blank space. I really fuck with this outfit. I would give this one a 9 out of 10. And next you got this one. This outfit is like perfect, especially in the setting you're in. Like, I really, really like this one. I love the color palette so much, and I think you're wearing wallabies too, and I want wallabies so fucking badly. Like, I want Clark's wallabies so bad. Like, that's probably gonna be the next shoe I invest in. I love them. I love the button up you've got going on. It matches the hat really, really well, and I like that you have the carabiner and the wallet chains going on. Very, very nice. Very good outfit. I don't really have any notes, TBH. I'd give this one a 9.5. It's just really, really nice. And next we've got this one. I feel kind of bad because I can tell you're wearing these pants in a lot of these outfits, but in this picture I can really see the sick pockets they have on the side. Like, they're not normal cargo pant pockets, and I actually really fuck with them in this picture. If I kind of could tell they looked like this in all the other pictures, I would have liked them a lot more. I don't know what it is, but in this photo they're eating. This jacket is also sick. I would honestly give this outfit a 9.5 or 10. I really like it. And next we have this one. I wanted to put this one specifically in here because I wanted to show you guys these like cool flared pants. I fucking love this. The style of t-shirt, hat, and belt that you have going on is like the exact style that you should be pairing with flared pants, especially as a guy. It looks so retro, and I really, really like it. The silhouettes of everything is beautiful. You ate this down. I honestly, like, your fits in this video are perfect. I love them so much. I would give this outfit a 9 out of 10. All right, next we've got this fit, another ringer tee. I love ringer tees. Red ringer tees specifically are beautiful. Everything is eating in this fit, and I don't normally love jeans that are a little bit thinner, but I actually don't mind these at all, and I think the rips in them are also really, really cool. I quite like this, honestly. I would give this one like an 8 out of 10. I also don't really have any notes on it, to be honest. It's like a really good classic fit. And next we have this one. I am biased. I don't like Vans. I never really have, to be honest. I will say though, lately I've kind of been warming up to them a little bit more than usual, and it's confusing me a lot because I have been very loudly like a hater of Vans in a style sense, not in like a skateboarding culture sense, but in like a style sense. I've loudly been like low-key against them. But I think that nostalgia is such a big thing in fashion right now, and Vans are very nostalgic to me. So it's kind of warming me up to them a little bit, which is very confusing. But I don't mind them in this outfit. They're just not my favorite. I feel like a white shoe or a predominantly white shoe would have been a little bit better. But I really, really like this t-shirt, and it matches the vibe of the jeans really well. So I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. All right, next we've got this one. Once again, literally sensational. color palette. Beautiful color palette. Everything about this outfit eats. I would not change a single thing, to be honest. I would maybe change it to a white t-shirt, but that's me like hunting for something to change. Everything about this outfit is perfect. I love the shoes with that hat specifically. Just everything's honestly eating. There's nothing really I can say about it. I would give this one a 9 out of 10. Next, we have this fit. I adore this. I love, as I was saying earlier, when people find unique ways to wear their layers or accessories, and this guy did it with this. I really fuck with this, and I love that the warmth in the sweater is matching the warmth in the shoes, because the other items in your outfit are a little bit of a cold tone, so having two warm tones definitely makes it a lot more cohesive. I would give this one an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. All right, next we have this one. Love it. I love big fat chunky scarves. I love the long coat. I love the shoes. I love the hood of the coat. Like, everything is perfect. Honestly, nothing I would change. There's literally nothing I would change. I think this is like such a good winter fit, and it's giving chic and effortless in a winter way rather than the other ones we were seeing, which is more of a spring summer way. I'd give this one honestly a 9.5 out of 10. All right, next we got this one. I have included a lot of this guy's outfits in this video. I just love this pose. Like, I think this photo is so like silly, but you're still eating. I know I said I'm biased in the sense that I don't love Vans, but I will say I just simply think that Vans were not the shoe to pair with this outfit. I think a loafer, boot, or Sambas would pair with this outfit a lot better. I just think that the Vans are not matching the vibe of the top half of your fit. I love the jacket and I love the belt. I would give this fit probably an 8.5 out of 10 if you switched out the shoes. All right, next we got this fit. I really like the like tie in the front of the top. You know what I mean? Like the little detail in that. I think it adds a lot to that, and I love gingham so much. I can't see what shoes you're wearing, but as for the pants, the color is perfect. That specific denim blue goes beautifully with red. Like, the two are a match made in heaven. I would maybe wear like a white baby tee instead, because I feel like the white in your phone case and in the gingham bag is kind of calling for a white top, but I do still like this. I would give this one probably a 7 out of 10. All right, next we got this one. I love the skirt. I think patterned fun skirts are so cutesy. I feel like this outfit, I can't see your shoes once again, but I think it would look really good with like platform flip-flops. I love platform flip-flops so much. Unfortunately, I just like find flip-flops to be like the most uncomfortable thing in the entire world for some reason, but I think that they would match this fit, and the necklace is perfect as well. I would give this one probably like a 7.5 out of 10. All right, next we got this fit. I will say this fit is kind of giving the same thing of where I think it needs to be visibly loved a little bit more. I think there needs to be a little bit more of like a wash in the denim, or maybe like a pattern or something on the vest. But other than that, it's like, it's great. The silhouette is really good. I love the like drop shoulder look that the vest has going on. I think that specific like sleeve length is one of my favorite sleeve lengths that exists. I'd maybe try adding a few rings and bracelets and something to add like a point of interest on your hands. But other than that, I'd probably give this outfit like a 7.5. And this next one, I actually like a little bit more. I think that this top is looking really nice, and I think I might like it a little bit better than the sweater vest. And I like the crossbody bag. That adds a detail that not a lot of people think it adds, but it honestly does add quite a bit of a detail. I would give this one probably like an 8. All right, next we've got this one. Now this one is another example of what I would say is like the perfect go-to base for an outfit. This is like the best base that you could ask for in a fit. You can add any accessories, any jackets, any shoes, and it'll still be cohesive and still look sick. I honestly love everything about this fit. If you were wearing like loafers or something like that to kind of match the brown of the belt, I think that would be lit. I love it. This is like giving a 9 out of 10 because everything fits you exactly right. All right, next we got this one. I really like the length of the top in this one. The cutoff is perfect. I don't know if you're wearing a shirt underneath it. I think this one would pair really well with a wife pleaser underneath. And I love, once again, the carabiner on the belt loop. It's a nice little classic detail. And I love the fading on the jeans. This is kind of what I mean about jeans that have a little bit more of a loved or authentic look to them. I would maybe swap out the shoes for something a little bit more possibly leather. You know what I mean? Like maybe low top Docs or something like that. I would give this one definitely like an 8 out of 10, 8.5. Okay, now this fit is difficult because I don't know whose fit I'm rating. I asked the guy which guy he was, and he didn't answer, and there's also I think both of these people in his profile picture, so I couldn't really tell. Okay, so he did answer, and it's the guy on the left, so I'm just gonna keep his rating in, and I'll just remove the other rating. I love the fit on the left. I feel like if the pants were maybe folded once, that would look really good, because right now they're at a length where you can't really tell if they're pants that are too short or capris that are really long, so I would maybe roll it to give it a little bit of a more like obvious capri look, because I'm pretty sure that's what what you're going for. But other than that, I really fuck with it. I think if it had that roll, it would look sick. And I love that the Converse matched the little red on the t-shirt. I would give that one like a 9 out of 10 if you folded the jeans. I think that would look sick. All right, the next two outfits are from this guy. I'm gonna low-key shout him out because we're mutuals on TikTok and Instagram, and his fits and content are amazing. But his name is Jake Mortimer. Go give him a follow. His content is sick. I love his outfits. I'm pretty sure all of his that I'm gonna be rating are gonna be 10s out of 10s. Like, unbiased, I genuinely think that his style is like my favorite like men's style. I think it's so fucking cool. Starting off with this, his fit pics are also fire that I'm gonna be showing, just so you know. I will say I don't know if I love the jacket just because I feel like I can't really tell exactly what the fit of it is. I feel like this outfit is kind of calling for like a muted blue type 2 denim jacket or some sort of like straight fitting but slightly oversized, more rustic vibe of a jacket. But I love the button up you've got going on underneath. I love the paint on the pants. It is perfect. And the yellow hat matches the vibe. It's just so good. Like, the colors, so good. Just because of the jacket, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Next, we got this one. This jacket I think would go with the last fit. 10 out of 10. Would not change a thing. I love the little bit of the sleeve you've got poking out. I love what I can see of this red bag. I think it's so cool. Just everything is so good. I don't even know what to say about it. Like, it's just so good. And lastly, we have this fit. This is the last fit of the video, going out with a bang. What the fuck else can I say? I just love it. I love the pants so much. I love the black belt with the black shoes. I love the like slight bit of boxer you can see poking out. I love the pockets on the pants. Everything's fitting beautifully. Once again, 10 out of 10. All right, you guys, that is the end of rating my subscribers fits part 4, but don't go just yet because we've got 2 little things to chat about quickly. First of all, I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody for sending in your outfits. You guys are honestly my favorite people ever, my supporters. I honestly like love my community. I like appreciate my subs so much. I hit 1,000 less than a year ago, and I am just so grateful. Honestly, I apologize once again for taking that mini hiatus, but I needed to for my mental health, but I promise to get back at it, and I'm feeling very inspired and very motivated. And you guys didn't know this yet, but I actually started working at a vintage store, so I'm also just building my knowledge on fashion and history of fashion and pieces in general as a whole. But anyway, other than being emotional and sentimental, I wanted to say, first of all, I love giving you guys a chance to rate my fits, so I quickly wanted to show you guys 2 of my outfits that you guys can rate in the comments below, because I feel like it's not fair for me to rate your guys' outfits and not give you a chance to rate mine. So first we've got this fit, which I'm wearing that t-shirt right now. I love this t-shirt. Anyway, and then we've got this fit, which is a little bit of a different vibe. I really like it. I personally would give it like a 10 out of 10. And the final thing that I wanted to chat with you guys about, I'm sorry, I know this video is so long as all of my rating my subs fits are, but I want to give you guys all equal attention in the video. The final thing I want to chat about is one of my subscribers suggested to me a video idea, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. So he suggested that I do an opportunity for my subscribers to style me, and I don't have a super extensive closet. So my idea was, if you guys wanted to style me, I think it would be really fun if whoever wanted to participate in this would create a Pinterest board with like a bunch of photos, however many as they want, like probably anywhere from like 5 to 10 pictures of sort of outfits that they want me to try and embody or recreate to an extent, and then send me their Pinterest boards, and I would pick like maybe 5 to 10 Pinterest boards per video and try my absolute best to embody the Pinterest board that they have given me and kind of bring that board to life. I think that would be a lot of fun and a really cool way for you guys to style me without me having to recreate a specific outfit. I'm especially intrigued to kind of see how you guys would want to perceive my style, or how you guys perceive my style as a whole. I think that would be really cool. So if you guys would be interested in that, make sure to comment that down below and DM me on Instagram if you guys think that would be fun. And you can honestly start curating a Pinterest board right now. I think I want to do that sooner rather than later. And honestly, get creative with it, go crazy. I think it would also be fun if I had to maybe thrift for a few pieces that would match the vibe of the outfit too. But yeah, that's all I had to say for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you stayed to this point in the video, make sure to comment about the rating my fit and you guys styling me. Thank you guys so much for over 18,000 subscribers. You guys have been amazing. I love you all so much. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye bye.